Thank you for joining us today on Something to Think About with Pastor Mike, where the topics can range from current events, historical perspectives, practical Bible application, to whatever's on his mind today. People have stereotypes of what it means to be a Christian, and one thing's for sure, Pastor Mike loves breaking those stereotypes. Pastor Mike Hasseltine is the senior pastor of Maranatha Church with campuses in Forest Lake and Chisago, Minnesota. With over 40 years of practical pastoral ministry, Pastor Mike challenges us to be real people, loving a real God, right in the midst of all our real lives. Now, here's Pastor Mike.
Hey, good morning and welcome back.
Welcome back.
Another Friday. Here we go. Pastor Robin, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Fantastic. Feeling kind of crepey or really good?
Crepey?
Kind of crepey. Are you feeling kind of crepey?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
I don't know how one feels crepey.
I don't know either. I think you just have to notice it.
Huh.
Okay, so
or have friends notice
or
it.
your friends notice it. So just before we went on air, Robin is wearing a short sleeve shirt. Her arms are exposed, and we. Oh my gosh! Anyway, so just the glance from my position, I'm looking over at her in her arm. You can just see all this, like really, the skin's just extra crepey today. I don't know how to describe it. So I actually pointed it out. I says, Robin, I said, isn't it kind of cool how our skin has days where it's like really crepey and days it's not? And today you are.
Yeah, who knew? Yeah, I guess I got to work my triceps
You started
out a little
laughing.
bit more.
I don't think you wanted to hit me, but you were like just surprised I would say it.
No, I could see.
And then you're trying to look for it. Well, as soon as you turn your arm like that, you
it's
tighten
gone.
it up.
Exactly.
And
So
it goes away.
I'm like, a comment about I got freckles on my arm, all that kind of stuff. So
Hey,
I've never
Mike.
done them.
Mike is twisting the knobs back there, producing for us today. Mike, how you doing?
I'm very good.
Good.
You're going to get in trouble for that
You know,
if you didn't already.
No.
oh my gosh! I mean, it was just funny how it just I looked, I seen it. It's like, well, I'm trying to think. I notice when my skin is. Okay, so that's what I mean. Some days
you get older.
Yeah, some days you notice it. It's like really creped up for some reason. Some days it's not. And I just happened to notice that it was like that. It had that really crepey look to it.
I think it has to do with hydration too.
I think so.
If you're not, if you don't have like lotion on, and I don't spend a lot of time
was that
putting
my
lotion
way
on.
of gently letting you know?
I don't
that
think
you
it was
should...
your way of letting me know.
No,
anything.
it really wasn't.
I don't think you send messages
It
like
was
that.
just-
I
it
think
was
you
just
are
make-
observant.
I'm
and
observant.
It comes out
I
of your mouth.
just noticed that I said something,
That's
which
right.
I think most people would.
We're used to that
Are
around
smart.
here.
Yeah, they are.
No
Most people are
filter.
smart. Just keep their mouth shut. So, Mike, have you ever noticed your crepey skin?
I've noticed as I've gotten older, it's getting more. It's like getting looser. I don't know.
Yeah,
like an old pair of jeans where they start to wear out so much they don't shrink no more after you wash them.
Huh. I think that's why we should just keep gaining weight as we get older, because then we just keep
fill
filling
in.
that skin out.
Yep, stretch it out.
Yeah, just keep it taut. Just keep it taut,
You laugh because it's really interesting. After you reach a certain point and you lose a little bit of weight, the fullness, I think about the face in particular, the fullness in your face, when that starts diminishing, all the wrinkles show up. It's like, so it's a catch-22.
Yeah,
you lose weight in your face and all of a sudden you look older. Which would you prefer?
That's true. You want to look plump or old?
Yeah, there you go.
Well, actually, you're going to look
Plump and old.
plump
at some
and
point.
old. That's right.
I mean,
That's really how this whole thing turns out. You look plump and old.
Yay.
That's just a mystery too, because my grandparents, as they got older, and my in-laws as well, my father-in-law, he was, not a big man in any way, a slight build. But as he got older, he got a little thinner, So it's like this people who sometimes they get older, they just get kind of like this, this tiny little man, And other people get larger. It's like I wonder, kind of, what's the deal? I don't know. As we get older, should we get smaller or should we get bigger?
We do both.
Both is out there. Well, that is true.
Sometimes.
Both is out there. So you are laughing looking at your phone.
I'm laughing so hard,
because...
Jamie. so we've got one listener.
who was bold enough to make a comment about what I said.
No, who has my cell phone, and she's like, 1 minute on the radio, and I think you should hit him. Jamie, you crack me up.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. It just kind of boom. So yeah, here we go. We hit the ground running. Just boom. There.
Who would have thought hit the ground running means crepey skin? Let's talk about crepey skin.
Let's call about
Anyway.
Well, it's just odd. I'm sitting here and I look at the back of your arm and I'm glad I'm more than an arm's length away.
Nah,
I can't be hit.
Yeah.
I can run faster scared than you can mad.
I don't know about that. I am small and I am fast.
Those little feet just
kind of like a Japanese RPM engine.
Roadrunner-ish, huh? Is that what it is?
Yeah, low to the ground. You don't have to worry about falling so much.
It's pretty wild. So your husband has been gone.
Yeah.
Out west, no, down south. To pick up your youngest.
A variety of places, and the most recent was down to Texas to help our youngest come back in this area. So
he's gonna
really
reestablish himself up here
in Minnesota,
around the home area. Yes.
Yeah.
Minnesota. Yes.
So
that's pretty wild. Orlean is up hiking right now.
Very cool.
She's
I'm
out
sure
west
that just
in the mountains.
Fills her cup.
She showed me. She sent a picture, and it's beautiful where she's at. So I asked her because there's snow all around where she is.
Oh my goodness!
And I said, "So have you walked in the snow?" And basically, she said yes. She'd been walking in snow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there really quick. I'll show you the picture.
Oh, nice. And for all of our listeners out there, you can't.
Yeah, I can't show you the picture.
There's no interpretive dance.
Look at this view.
Wow, that's gorgeous. Okay, so there's a
incredible?
Beautiful mountainscape with a lake and a little bit of snow and trees, and it looks alpine.
It's Wyoming. Up in the mountains. Yep, it does.
There you go.
It does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then she said that she was hiking through this area where there's like rocks on top of each other, and you had to kind of make your way through them. Oh. And she said it was a little bit gnarly. So they went through that quite a while, and then they realized, we got to go back through this, so let's not go all the way through it.
Yeah.
It was quite a huge section. So, But yeah, she's having a great time. She loves hiking. Turns out I like riding motorcycle.
Have you been any place fun? Or are you going any place fun? What is fun?
Okay, so I'm hoping to leave like soon, and I'm hoping to leave soon, but I was getting my bike ready because I just got back from like 4,300 miles, and so I changed oil, and then it's also time to change the. Harley has 3 oil compartments, all separate from each other. Okay. So there's the transmission, the gearbox. Okay. So I drained that, changed that, no problem, and then I drained, and I should know better. I drained the fluid in the primary cover. Okay. It's where the clutch pack is and stuff like that. Okay. And I can't get the derby cover off. I know. I literally might not be able to go on this trip if I got to get this cover off. So the only way to put oil back in. So now I've learned a lesson. I'm always going to bust those 6 screws loose so I know I can do it, then drop the fluid. Because right now, I got the fluid out, there's no way to get fluid back in there.
Oh, goodness, that's a problem.
That's a problem. I mean, it's a serious problem. It's like, I literally... I only have a few days to work on this, but I've got other things to do too.
Kind of
I got a funeral, later today. I got the Blue Knights meeting tomorrow, and just busy. So it's crazy. It is.
What I don't understand is, since those are containerized systems, why do they foul?
Well,
is it metal fatigue? What is it? Is it?
No, it was the mechanic put them on too tight.
No, I mean, why do we ever have to change the oil? You're laughing. It's a closed system. So why? How does
oil breaks down?
Okay.
And you get metal rubbing against each other. Okay. Squishing it and breaking down the molecules, and heat destroys it. It gets dirty.
Got it. Where's the dirt come from?
It's really funny. From carbon from the combustion. It's a combustion engine.
Okay, so it's not a completely closed system. It's got stuff coming into it.
It's got air coming and going
from the pistons.
Yeah, you got an air cleaner going in there.
Okay.
I'm
catching up.
Even in your car, you got ventilation so that the motor doesn't create vacuum and it's open to the air.
Got it.
It can breathe.
That's why.
Yeah.
I see. That has answered my question.
But of the three fluids, the transmission fluid is always the cleanest. It's basically just gear fluid. It's just gears in there that are turning. And you can have 10,000 miles on it, drain it, looks brand new, looks clean. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the way it was in my bike.
Nice.
Got like 11,000, 12,000 miles on that, drained it, it's clean. I was like, oh, wow.
That's great.
But it's just transmission.
But it doesn't necessarily mean it's clean, right? I mean, there could be microscopic metal fatigue pieces and all that kind of junk in there.
Well, there's tiny little metal flakes.
Okay.
But the drain plug has a magnet in it to try to
I was going to say, why didn't somebody put a magnet in there, suck it all down?
You are smart, Robin.
No.
You are smart. No. Man, you
I should be.
You should be an engineer. You just wing it and just go for it. Just common sense. Hey, if there's metal, let's just put a magnet in there.
We can fix that.
We can fix that.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, we can do that. Yeah, that is so funny.
Maybe that's what an oil filter is. You filter out the crap.
Okay, so for motor oil, that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's exactly why the filter's there. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Dirt and debris and whatever. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
Because, you're it's like a fancy pants, with the whole, let's put a magnet in there. That's pretty good. It's just common sense.
Well, as my dad would say, even a blind squirrel finds an acorn occasionally.
That's right.
I would be the blind squirrel.
Before we move on to the dailies, the national daily, whatever in honor of stuff. Hey, Mike, so what have you been up to? You haven't been back there twisting the knobs in a while. What have you been up to?
Yeah, I was trying to remember how to do it. What have I been? Shelley's been a slave driver. She's got me fixing stuff up, redid the bathroom, put 4 new doors in upstairs, pre-hung doors. Just got done trimming all that out the weekend before last.
She's beautifying your world.
Yeah.
She's increasing your property values.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's quite the investor. Smart. Sharp like bowling ball like you.
Oh, gosh. Oh, that's good.
I am in a crowd
that's
today.
Good stuff, man.
Somebody's just throwing the gauntlet down. Buckle up, people.
Yeah, she's the brains of the operation. I just move furniture around and make big pieces of wood into little pieces of wood.
Yeah, and that's so valuable. I mean, it is actually great to be a team and bring different aspects to the team. Yeah. Don't. Stop it.
Okay, so let's go to the national days.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Okay, today is National Tropical Fruit Day.
Tropical fruit. Oh, that's good.
Yep. So, National Sour Candy Day.
That's good.
Okay. National Caviar Day.
I've never had it.
No?
I don't think I ever have. I'm not sure.
Oh. Have you ever had like a California roll sushi?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they have the little pearl-looking things on the top.
Yeah.
That would be a little bit of caviar, typically speaking. But tomorrow, people need to know it's National Play Day.
Every day is.
National Play Day.
Every day's Play Day.
It's also Toss Away the Could-Haves and Should-Haves Day.
Ooh, good idea.
Ooh.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah, that's a tyranny.
Woulda, coulda, yeah.
That's a tyranny.
I remember Chuck Swindoll, the evangelist, the pastor, author.
Insight for Living.
Yeah,
Chuck
Insight for
Swindoll.
Living, Chuck Swindoll. He, I remember him talking one time about try to live your life with the least regrets possible. Because we all have them.
We do,
Because you can't do everything, so you make, provision to what you're choosing to do, what you're not going to do, and basically try to live your life with the fewest amount of regrets as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
He also said that your attitude is the only thing that you truly own. Is your attitude.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Wise words. You heard it here.
That's right.
Second.
Something to think about.
Something to think about. So Sunday is National Ice Cream Day. I thought you'd enjoy that.
Oh, every day is National Ice Cream Day, too.
Monday's National Get Out of the Doghouse Day. So maybe when your friend compliments you on your crepey arms, it should have been Monday, National Get Out of the Doghouse. I don't know.
I'm wondering now, how long is it going to take me to get out of that doghouse?
No, it's no doghouse. It's just funny.
So, have we missed anything interesting?
We did yesterday.
Yesterday.
I just verklempt. Yesterday was National Tattoo Day.
National Tattoo Day.
Yeah. For those of you who have embraced the body art of tattoos, celebrate yourself. Yesterday.
Yeah.
So, do you have plans for more tattoos?
I've had for years plans for more.
Do you?
But you got to at some point really, really slow down because you run out of canvas.
Well, but gravity's faithful. See, it takes your canvas and it brings it to the ground.
Yeah, well, I have some that started out as a PT boat and now is a cruiser. Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, no, I haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, I'm still pretty. I don't know.
You're fine with your canvas.
The canvas
are you considering something?
The canvas is taut. What's that?
What are you considering?
Actually, Orlean wants me to finish this arm piece right here.
Oh, yeah?
I have some exposed, about a little less than a quarter of my arm, up and down my forearm. On the back side is just me, just skin. And she said she'd like to see that filled in.
Oh.
I waited 10 years to get this one.
Yeah,
I knew what I
explain
wanted.
that one.
This one here is a piece from Michelangelo. It's a picture of Saint Anthony in the wilderness temptation of Egypt. If you do Christian history, there was this era where these guys were going out and being, what's the word? Ascetic.
Oh, yeah.
They were being ascetic and denying themselves all this, going in the desert. So it's him, and there's a bunch of demons to his left and right that are pulling on his garb, pulling on his beard. They're just trying to harass him. And Michelangelo did this piece depicting the calm of God's saints in the midst of demonic oppression. That's the piece. And so I seen it and I wanted it, but I didn't want to rush out. There's something about the want that is kind of cherished with a lot of things. You want something, and then you get it, and then there's like a little bit of a letdown. The desire, the want, and the whatever it has more appeal to it than the actual, having it. There's a story in the Bible where Absalom really wanted something. Yeah. Tamar. And
that was his sister.
His sister.
It was the other dude.
Yep.
Yeah, the other. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Sorry
right.
to correct, but yeah.
No, that's right. Weird story.
I forget that dude's.
Weird story. I don't want to go down any further, but weird story.
So you got this thing on your forearm that looks, it doesn't look
Christian.
Well, I'm trying to find tame. It doesn't look. That doesn't look tame.
No.
So if I am a Christian, but if I didn't know you, I would walk up. I wouldn't necessarily know that was Michelangelo. Have you gotten comments about that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. I got comments about a lot of things.
People
I have a skull.
They like commenting.
Yeah, they do. I have a skull on my left shoulder.
Skin.
The whole skull, and his front teeth have the 10 Commandments on it. It looks just like 10 Commandments.
Oh.
It's got a baby in the womb in the back of his head.
I've never seen that with the 10 Commandments on his teeth. Oh wow. Okay, they're way in there. No wonder I haven't seen them. I don't usually look that close at you.
I usually have a shirt on.
Yeah.
I mean, I still do.
Yeah.
I should point out, I still do.
Mike has his hand in his hands now.
Wait a minute here.
It's that kind of day.
So I just rolled up the sleeve a little bit, and then
I can look at that and go, look, he's got a little finish on his teeth.
That's right. Yeah. Somebody should tell him. He's got something on his teeth, and then he's got a cross glimmering out of the corner of his eye.
Oh yeah, I see that. That was well thought out.
Yeah, and the baby in the womb.
I've seen that
for pro-life kind of stuff. But some people see that and they go, "You've gotten all your tattoos since you before you got a Christian, right?" And I go, "Nope, all of them after I was a pastor."
Interesting.
Yeah, got them all. But anyway, there's the idea of just waiting and enjoying them, because you will run out of canvas. I had a plan for my right arm from the elbow down to get a sleeve like my left arm is, and I decided not to. I'm not going to get a tattoo here. I love my tattoos. The whole arm done, but I also like being able to see how I was born. I mean, see my birthday suit there. It's like, oh yeah, I like that too. I got a great one on my back.
Good to have
a
options.
picture of Jesus out of the book of Revelation,
Oh.
riding a white horse. Many crowns upon his head, eyes a flame of fire. A crown upon his head. From his mouth issues a sharp two-edged sword. Inscribed in his thigh. Jesus has a tattoo, just so you know. Inscribed in his thigh is the name King of Kings and Lord of Lords. That's tattooed on my back. Looks pretty cool. I regret that one a little bit because it's one of the nicer tattoos that I have, and I can't see it. And I don't run around without a shirt on anymore, you know. I just don't do it.
You could get your neck tattooed and show it to everybody.
Orleen would definitely nixay the neck thing. She definitely, no, ain't happening. Even my tattoo artist, he thinks when people get it on their hands and on their face or neck, that's basically giving society the finger.
Interesting perspective.
That's what he thinks. He thinks, I just don't give a rip about anybody. And that's what they do. Again, that's just his opinion.
Right, of course. Interesting.
If you were going to get a tattoo, what would you get?
I have considered...
Would you try to cover the crepey skin?
No. I would intentionally probably not put it where it's crepey because then it would be distorted. One wants to minimize distortion. But
oh, my gosh.
Yeah. No, probably, I mean, I have no real... desire to get a tattoo.
Arnie.
No, he's emblazoned in my heart.
Oh, is that what it is?
I carry him around all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Mike, you have tattoos, don't you?
Yeah, I have 2, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
And what are they? I know I've seen it, but I can't remember.
I got one on each
shoulder?
Shoulder, yeah.
Okay.
One's just a kind of wild-looking sun. And the other one's like a pinup girl.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yep, the pinup girl.
These were a while ago.
And you refer to her, the pinup girl, as Shelly.
Yes.
Yeah, you got Shelly on your shoulder. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Good save.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so what are we doing? You're giving me hand signals here. You're trying to notify me as far as time?
I think it's break time.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
We had a countdown.
Man, we're just going like crazy, and we're talking about things here. Okay. So, hey, to our listeners, thanks for tuning in to WAJC, Your Life Radio, 88.1, 91.7. You're listening to Something to Think About with me, Pastor Mike, a production of WAJC, Your Life Radio on 88.1 and 91.7 FM. We'd love to hear from you. If you have questions or comments about today's show, email us at wajc@yourliferadio.com. If you're ever in the Forest Lake area, I'd love to personally invite you to join us for a Sunday morning service at 9:30 a.m. or Wednesday evenings at 6:30 p.m. There's something for everyone.
Something to Think About with Pastor Mike is a production of WAJC Your Life Radio, which is owned and operated by Maranatha Assembly of God in Forest Lake, Minnesota. You can find more information on the web at realchurch.org. Now, back to Something to Think About.
Hey, here we go. Welcome back. We're just filled with jocularity today.
Some of us is.
Well, yeah.
So.
Kind of interesting, crazy.
You have a quote in front of you today.
I do. I'm not sure if I'm going to read it yet or not. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to go down that road.
Okay. What else is on your mind? We could talk about all kinds of things.
Last week we talked about all the things you learn on a motorcycle.
Yes.
Because I had just gotten back from a motorcycle trip.
Yep.
I sure hope I get my bike fixed so I can go on another one.
Do you have another bike you could ride?
That's kind of a silly question.
Well, I mean, some of them have different functions.
I have several motorcycles. You're right, exactly.
They have a different function.
Like my chopper, it's just around town. That's not going to go very far.
Yeah.
My lowrider, again, banging around town, that kind of thing. My the Deuce. The problem with the other bikes, they're not made for taking long trips.
Sure.
Only this one is, it's a road glide, so it's got, a fairing. The other motorcycle has a windshield, but it has no bags on the side, no saddlebags. It has no trunk. I mean,
it's not outfitted to do that.
no, exactly. I mean, if everybody else took my stuff, oh, that'd be fun. I mean, and I just had to just drive a motorcycle. Oh, that'd be fun.
Well, you don't want to be that guy, though, right?
No, you're right. I don't want to be that guy.
I mean-
I did that once. The guys all agreed because they had extra space. We had taken a shorter trip. We're going down south, and we were going to go through the Dragon's Tail.
Oh.
Now, I've been through the Dragon's Tail many times, but I'm always on a cruising bike, a road glide.
And for people who don't know where the Dragon's Tail is, where
Down
is
in
it?
Tennessee, Highway 129. It is a section of road that if you own a motorcycle, you have got to plan on going there. In fact, I would say it'd be almost more important to go there than to go to Sturgis. Sturgis coming up first full week of August, but I would say, man, go to the Dragon's Tail. It's also called Deals Gap. If you just Google Deals Gap or the Dragon Tail, either one, it's going to bring you to a whole lot of very interesting pictures. It is a stretch of road that is 11 miles long and 318 turns.
That
In
is
11 miles,
11 miles.
318
Wow.
turns.
That's crazy.
So stationed along there, there's several spots where there's people that are professional photographers. So you go through there, and then you go to their website, and you can look and see pictures of you on your motorcycle going through these corners. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Then at the very bottom of the hill, at the end of the 11 miles, they have this, like a little oasis. They have a store where you can get burgers, get a drink, buy souvenirs, T-shirts, stickers, and whatever. But they have this thing called the Tree of Shame. So I encourage people, man, Google it. It's kind of Deals Gap Tree of Shame. It's a very big tree. I'm not sure if it's oak tree or not, but it's this very big tree. And there are literally thousands of motorcycle parts hanging from this tree.
Is there a sign that says mistakes were made?
They don't need the sign because that's what's hanging from the tree. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were
Deaths
made.
occurred.
Oh,
I mean, there are
that's
some
sad.
RIPs, because it's on a mountainside.
Yeah.
And it's just intense. But you got all these parts. I mean, sometimes there's helmets, there's boots, there's gloves,
wow.
but all kinds of motorcycle parts. Because people have crashed.
Wow.
I was going through there one time, and there was a Miata convention that was going through there. A whole bunch of Miatas.
Looks like mice running all over
Exactly. So I'm going through, on my motorcycle, and they're sporty cars, so they're trying to go through it pretty quick. But there's this one car that wasn't going quite fast enough, so I was looking for an opportunity to pass. And you're going to go across the W. I mean, you're going to do something stupid usually to make a pass on the Dragon's Tail. And so I did, got around her just fine. So then she started going a little faster because now next in line is Brian.
Oh.
So she's now going a little faster because I went around her. She's like, oh boy, the pressure. And she spun out.
Oh.
She spun her car around, and Brian had to go around her. And
Yikes.
yep, it was pretty wild.
There are some skill sets where the education is steep,
Yes.
and that would be one of them in that setting. I mean, you really don't want to be a beginner rider, I would think.
You could.
Just go slowly
You
and
just
drive
gotta go
everybody
slowly.
else crazy.
No, well, here's the thing. Really experienced drivers are going to know to go around you. So the main thing because when we went through there, Orlean was driving her own motorcycle, and she doesn't, she's not going to drag the pegs like I do, And I just told her, honey, if bikes come behind you, you just stay either on the inside or outside. You pick a spot on that road in your lane that you want to maintain. You just go there; they will go around you.
Don't make sudden moves.
Don't just they will go around you.
Nice.
Yep.
Good coaching.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I've done my whole life.
What? Coach?
Coach.
Give us something to think about.
Give you something
Breaking
to think
stereotypes.
about. Oh,
You heard it
man.
here first.
Oh, boy. Yeah, we had some missionary guests in here last week, or earlier
Yes,
this week.
yeah.
They sure got an education, didn't they?
They did. Well, and you know what? What a wonderful opportunity, because you've been in ministry, 45, 46 years
Yeah.
now? So it's been a day or two. And, a young couple looking at going on the field and, love God for some time, but it's really great, I would think, to be exposed to different settings of how one shares faith. And having invested so long in this community, it certainly gives you perspective that they appeared to not be aware of. So it was kind of cool to watch that happening.
Shock.
Kinda.
Shock and awe.
Shock and awe.
That's right.
Shock and awe.
I really would love to have been a mouse in their car on their way home. What did they say? Hey, was that dude real? Was that for real? Did that just happen? Did he say this? Well, but people walk away from my life quite a bit. It's something to think about. You know, my whole ministry has been based on, my whole time in ministry has been based on, I believe everybody has a stereotype of what it means to be a Christian. And I want to break that stereotype. Because Christians, it's a very steep and deep idea of what Christianity is. And I talk about this a lot in here because it's my drum. It's the beat of my life. I'm thinking of something that Oswald Chambers said. The piety that denies the natural life is a fraud. Some people put on their piety, their religiousness, and they pretend their sweat don't stink and that they're just all that. And, you know, they're antiseptic and pure. And somehow they think that's godly. They're missing it. Oswald Chambers says, avoid that. It's a fraud. We, in our life, we have crepey skin. We're humans in every aspect. We're just real people. Why do we pretend all the time that, well, I don't do that or I don't think that way? Yeah, you do. In fact, in Romans 2, I think it says, why do you think that, Romans chapter 2, boy, it talks about, you say you don't do this and you don't do that, but you do in your heart. So why do you cause judgment on somebody else?
Therefore, you are inexcusable, O man, whoever you are to judge. For in whatever you judge another, you condemn yourself.
Yes.
For you who judge, practice the same things.
You do the very same thing. Yep. It's like we cannot escape our flesh.
You know,
Jesus knows we're made of dust. For all have sinned.
Yeah. He's probably got a way
There's
better
none
idea.
righteous, no, not one. Yep.
Exactly.
Go ahead. I interrupted you.
Well, I think about, back in the 90s when I began my relationship with Jesus, and I began going to a church and I had the understanding that, these folks have been doing this a lot longer than I have. They clearly know more than I know. I know I don't know this information, so I need to learn and absorb. And so even well-intentioned, if I really thought everything they were telling me was the way it was. And so I did think that was what holy meant.
Right.
And it wasn't, I don't think, because I was thinking I was better than anybody else or anything like that. I just thought that's what discipleship or development in Jesus looked like. And so, of course, you can never attain any of that on your own. Only he can. But so it was years before I understood, okay, that's an improper understanding of humanity's interaction with the holy and what Jesus came to do in the whole person.
This idea that although we don't say it, we imply it in this idea of holiness. Holiness is very important. I mean, it's very important, but we have to understand the proper understanding of what is holy. If something is operating the way it's supposed to, that's holy. It's working. It is there. So people get married, Christians, and they somehow think, although they don't say it, but they kind of imply that once you put that wedding ring on, you go deaf, dumb, and blind. You'll never see another male or female that is attractive. You will never want. I mean, it's like, what? And that's why I think what Oswald Chambers is talking about. The piety that denies the natural life is a fraud. It's just put on. It's like the Pharisees. He says, you guys travel land and sea to make one convert. And as soon as you do, you make them twice as much a child of hell as you are. This is phony stuff. Like again, the church has taught some very, very improper things, and the problem is it just keeps getting perpetuated, and the can gets just kicked down the street for the next generation to pick up, and they kick it down the street some more. This whole idea of, like the baptism in the Holy Spirit, I believe it's for today.
Yep.
Speaking in tongues, workings of miracles, all those things. Well, there's some major denominations that think that's from the devil.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, what?
Yep.
Apostle Paul it wasn't Acts chapter 2 anymore. He comes along 30 years beyond that, and he says, I speak in tongues more than you all. I wish you all would. Yeah. And again, example, another one, this idea that we refer to the church as the house of God. It's not the house of God. People are. Know ye not, you are the temple of the Holy Spirit? Women shouldn't be in ministry. Women should not have authority over men. They can't speak in church. It's like, that is a horrible understanding of what Paul addressed. He says, I permit no woman to speak in church. Really, the proper understanding of that is, I don't permit them women. There's a particular situation in a church, and he says, I don't want them to. Right. But you look at the end of his life, or the end of the book of Romans, he gives a list of people who are serving the Lord. And they're great stories. If you ever take the time to do a study on just all those names he mentions, woman after woman after woman, female after female, that is in charge of ministry, preaching and teaching to other men. And people today still have this audacity because it just shows their ignorance. They haven't studied to truly dig into it. Again, it's that ideal. And we just kick that can down the road further and further. In the Assemblies of God, our general superintendent just came up with a great video emphasizing the fallacy that women shouldn't be, senior pastors or preach in a church.
That was a great video. They had Dr. Tennyson on there speaking and going through it, and I found it really encouraging.
Yeah. Well, so you preached last Sunday.
I did.
Here at Maranatha. And you did a marvelous job. It's
Thank you.
I don't care who is there, they're going to learn something.
Well, hopefully the learning of it gets them closer to Jesus.
Even a woman is speaking, and even men could have learned something. In fact, I loved, and I was intrigued by how you unpacked the story of the Good Samaritan. There's another example how we have had this idea that the priest and the Levite who just passed by on the other side, that these guys were uncaring, and Jesus was trying to emphasize the fact that, hey, don't be like those guys. You got to get involved. You got to, minister to your neighbor. And he was saying everybody. And then you unpack this idea when you understand the culture of the time.
Exactly.
There was a reason why the Levite went on the other side of the street.
That's exactly
And you unpacked that marvelously.
Thank you. Well, and, when I came into Christianity...
Even with your crepey skin.
It was all tucked in at that point.
Back to that.
Well, when I came into Christianity, and after, my 12 years of being in that other church and coming to the recognition of how profoundly my life was impacted by wrong theology, that was probably the best college education I could ever have, because it is ingrained in my soul that hermeneutics
is important.
The study of how we interpret Scripture is so vital, because it can shipwreck lives, and has.
And it continues to.
It continues to. And so to be able to make that accessible, we need historical context. We just really do. I'm in conversation with someone else who is taking a portion of Scripture out and using it basically as a club for a mindset that they want perpetuated. And I keep coming back to that you can't take one Scripture out of context. It is the whole counsel of God and put together. And just like you alluded to, Paul was talking about a particular circumstance with that woman.
Yeah.
And when you look really at the whole of what Paul taught about women in ministry, it's clear that that's one episode that he's addressing. And so for me, I come down to who's got the power and what are they doing with it? Because Jesus calls us to be servants and serve one another in our serving, in our leadership. I think about your many years of ministry here in this particular area. And you may have a personal opinion about something, and that's a personal opinion about it. But in your role as the leader of this church, sometimes you got to throw yourself in front of a bus, a wrong bus, to keep it from injuring people, because it's the right thing to do. And that's what context provides. What does service look like? And from that particular role, service looks like that. So, yeah, it's so important, and it's not unattainable. I mean, we just, so grateful, I got to say, to live in this season of time, because there are so many who have gone before and written down great thoughts. We've got wonderful commentaries that are balanced, that we can glean from and learn from. There's, all kinds of accessible things that people can read.
There's some good study out there.
There is some good study out there.
There's a lot of junk as well.
There is. Oh, and I misspoke.
Oh, my gosh.
One of the things I misspoke about on Sunday, because, sometimes you're just ripping and your lips don't catch up with what you mean in your head. I happen to like the New King James Version. But what came out of my mouth was King James Version. Yeah. And that's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. It was written in, 1511 or 1611, somewhere in there. And there was an agenda behind it. And, it's 1511. So,
it's stuff like that keeps circling through the body of Christ in the church. That, King James is the only one. And I had a guy in our church one time. He was from South Texas, and he was going to preach in the church. And somebody was reading, or I can't remember exactly how it went, but he basically stopped, interrupt somebody from reading, said, "Excuse me, what are you reading?" And the person said, the Bible. And he says, "Hey, but that's not the King James Version. You need to read the King James Version." I mean, he was that adamant.
You don't even realize how uninformed that is.
Oh, how ignorant.
How ignorant.
There has been, new or older documents found since 1611, and there's better interpretations. But I have did a thorough search for myself too, because I loved the Revised Standard Version. That's what I had in college, and I really liked it. And I remember in those early days of college, real often the professor would say, really what this means, and they were all reading NIV, and I had RSV, and it read just like he said in the RSV version. So I like it. It's a scholarly edition.
Yeah.
But then everybody moved to the NIV, so I really needed to switch. It was quite a few years ago, and we read the NIV for years just because it was popular and that's what everybody had. And when I'm in the pulpit, I want to have people open their Bible and see the same thing that I'm reading.
Right.
But what was it? 3 years ago or so, 4, 5, maybe tops, that I changed to the New King James. The New King James Version. That is what I landed with.
And one of the things that I appreciate, we were at a conference, last year or whenever, and heard a scholar speak, Dr. Philip Payne, and he talked about errors that he found in a couple of popular versions. One of them was the NIV, and one of them was the ESV. And he found over 70 issues of where things were inappropriately translated, and he connected with the NIV translators, and they received his information, reviewed it, and the NIV actually
corrected it.
They totally did.
Yep.
They received his scholarship because it was sound. Interestingly, it was just this past year when ESV, who said they were never going to update, actually did update, because the overwhelming evidence was their translation was not sound in a bunch of different areas. I have encouraged people. I only have an ESV for reference, but I would never recommend it, because unfortunately if you mistranslate the Bible because you have an agenda,
it's a crack in your foundation that over time it gets bigger. The crack doesn't get smaller.
No, and just one small example of where Scripture talks about. It's in the original, brothers and sisters. It's like all y'all is the word, kind of.
Yeah.
It was specifically translated only brothers.
They took out the whole female reference.
They took out we're only addressing brothers here. This is only written to men. really could your agenda be any more clear? It just is so
Exactly.
frightening. So, no, ESV really is unfortunately being used in a lot of circles as a club to keep women subservient.
Yep.
Not all of us appropriately submitted,
Yeah.
but to intentionally keep women.
Yeah, I can't
Subservient.
remember if it's Galatians or Ephesians, but he talks about the family. Husbands do this, wives do this, and then the verse at the end says, "Submit yourselves one to another."
One to another, yeah.
One to another. Submit
Absolutely.
yourselves. So, yeah, this idea of biblical accuracy is
important.
very, very important. And tragically, a lot of pastors, because I don't expect Christians, your average Joe Christian sitting in the pew, to do some of the in-depth studies that you and I do. And far too many ministers, they quit learning and digging to try to do it proper and give it a good effort.
Yes.
To truly understand.
Well, we're busy.
They don't exactly.
People
you
are
get busy, and that's what I mean. We just kick the can down the road, and after a while, we've believed this for centuries.
Right.
This a lot of things that we do. It's like what?
Right.
Where'd you
Exactly.
get that idea? Well, that's just the way I heard it. That's the way it is.
Well, and if someone is wondering what maybe a couple of recommendations for a good study Bible would be, my first recommendation would be the New Spirit-Filled Life Bible.
By Jack Hayford.
By Jack Hayford. He is the editor. And one of the things that I appreciate about Dr. Hayford, because it aligns so closely with Maranatha's ministry philosophy, is a balanced Pentecostal message.
Yep.
We need that. The other one is the Cultural Background Study Bible. And because context is really important in the things that we can learn. And I really appreciate how you highlight the words of Scripture are anointed. The notes
aren't.
are annotated.
Whatever somebody says about it is not anointed.
No, so get a few voices.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty well. Speaking of Jack Hayford, before he passed away, he's in glory right now. He sat on my motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a picture of him on my motorcycle.
That's
it was
very cool.
It was pretty cool.
What a neat man.
Yeah, very good. Scholarly. Does that make me old? Yes, it does.
I don't know. You better be careful. Somebody may compliment you on your crepey skins.
Hey, they sure can. And I wouldn't be bothered. I noticed my own crepe. What I wonder about, like you said, I think it's a moisture thing. It can be. Maybe it's the mood you're in. I don't know. It's a mood sensor, because I know some days I'm intrigued by just how it looks so crepey. and I said to
you are an
Orlean,
observant person,
to my wife,
Pastor Mike.
I said, and I put my arm next to hers and noticed the crepiness in both of us to say, hey, we're just going to crepe together. we're just going to, I like her wrinkles. I like the things that's going on.
Well, you guys have earned them together.
Yeah,
for a
exactly.
long time.
It's like, yes, wonderful. People without crepe scare me. We're back there. Hey, we got to go. It's been a fun show. It's just flown by. I hope you've enjoyed listening. Tune in whenever you get a chance. Every Thursday at noon, we have Pastor Bill and his wife Denise doing In Pursuit. And it's a live show, too. So tune into that. And then check our website out for local podcasts and things that are going on. Great stuff going on. You be blessed. Have a great weekend.
Hey, thanks for tuning in today. Please join us right here each Friday morning at 8 a.m. If you have any questions or comments about today's show, email wajc@yourliferadio.com. You can hear more from Pastor Mike at Maranatha's website, realchurch.org, on the Messages and Media tab. The opinions expressed here are not necessarily those of the owner.